Watching Walt Diddy on Sigma Lifestyle gets me so hot and bothered that I had to come to take a dip in the pool. Ladies, you're in the right place to learn what real masculine men think. And you can pick up some life hacks watching his amazing live stream. Damn. Walt Diddy is so ripped and freaking sexy, words can't express how he turns me on. Not only is Walt Diddy ripped and the most handsome man in Black YouTube, his live show is amazing and he doesn't complain about women. Now that's what we women consider sexy in a man. Sit back, listen, and learn, guys. Because Diddy knows what he's doing.
Back in my day, men didn't sit around all day complaining about women. We were too busy trying to stay alive, working for a living, and doing women. As an old man, it's refreshing to listen to Sigma Lifestyle with Walt Diddy. He gets it.
Hello, my brother. This is Toot Toot from Africa. When I'm in Africa, chilling out with the homeboys in the hood, we listen to Sigma Lifestyle with Walt Diddy, so we can get that real American game. Shout out to you, Walt Diddy, from all of us in the motherland.
Me and all my thought friends love watching Sigma Lifestyle with Walt Diddy. So I know you regular chicks should be wetting your panties just waiting for the show. I'm going to change mine right now. I'm glad my boyfriend isn't here. I'm going to pour myself a glass of wine, soak in a hot bath, and listen to Sigma Life Hacks with Walt Diddy. Oh, do I wish I was dating him?
Y'all the reason we keep pushing. Keep on talking, we like
These
it.
people keep talking about me, but I don't care what they say. These people keep talking about me, but I don't care
Que paso, mu faso. Welcome you on a very, very, very late edition of Project Expertise powered by Sigma Lifestyle. I am your host, Walt Diddy. Sitting in the cut back there, that is Dr. Bearstein. He's always with me because human help is just hard to find. I hope if you're up right now, you're feeling good, you're looking good, and hopefully you smell good. I don't know these things, but I do know this. I have a great show for you, and the time is 1:11, 11 after the hour of 1 a.m. here in the Queen City, Charlotte, North Carolina. I have a great show for you. You may be wondering, I hope you're wondering, over on Project Expertise channel, what you talking about, Walt Diddy? Well, glad you asked. I have the answer. I'm going to tell you that Stoicism cures dating, relationship, indifference. A lot of people are suffering from indifference, whether it's males, females, everyone in between, non-binary. I'm not going to discriminate. Indifference is just what's going on in the United States of America and around the world. Before I get deep into the weeds, perhaps someone is on the late night with me, or perhaps they're not. Shout out to DBS, who always rocks with me, says, what's good, chat? No, what's good to you, DBS? Glad you are here, my friend. Just to set it up, indifference is very, very opportunistic to handle if you're not trained in the Stoic arts. One of the most popular niches here on YouTube and social media is the dating and relationship banter, the dating and relationship conversation. Whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, it is very, very profitable because it profits off the pain of others. Not going to stay long here on this show. Shout out to everybody that's watching on the main channel, and peace to you over on Project Expertise. Thanks for stopping by. Without further ado, we're going to get right into the business. And I'm telling you, sir, don't you skip this video. If you stay with me for just a little while, I'm going to help you with your social problems. I am going to help you with your dating and relationship problems. And it's all powered by Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that can not only change your life for the better, it's going to make you happier too. Let's get right into the information. As I mentioned, indifference. Indifference is what a lot of men are suffering from when trying to approach women. Indifference is what men are victims of and suffer from when rejection-wise, or when you are in that relationship and it becomes a little opportunistic. When, it's not peaches and cream anymore. When the honeymoon phase is over, the power, the ugly, ugly beast called indifference sticks its nose in your business. What is indifference? Well, on this show, on this channel, I like to do a little research. I don't just shoot from the dome and hit you with a bunch of emotion. I kind of look up things to find out the meaning and the background. That's the definition of indifference. And guess what, sir? You're correct. If you watch this channel, I'm going to read so you don't have to. Indifference. Indifference is the state of lacking interest, concern, or enthusiasm. It occurs when someone neither likes or dislikes a subject, feeling completely neutral or unbothered. That is a lot compacted into that sentence, that definition, and indifference would be an adjective if you're wondering. Let's break it down just a little bit. What are some of the key characteristics of indifference, and when someone is being indifferent to us or showing indifference? Emotional neutrality. A lot of lonely men, a lot of men that are in unhappy relationships, a lot of men in general, even in the workplace and social settings, are victims of indifference. Key characteristic: emotional neutrality, not feeling strongly for, against something, having no preference between two choices. Now, with any word, ladies and gentlemen, and mostly to you guys, There's different definitions, meanings, and the usage of said word. So let's dive a little deeper to find out how indifference is affecting you. Number 2, look at this characteristic of indifference, and I think we would agree a lot of the relationship conversation on social media and here on YouTube has to do with number 2, lack of concern. Does that feel good? I don't think it does when someone shows you a lack of concern. You have a major problem, opportunity, challenge in your life. Someone shows you indifference, especially if it's a significant other or someone you are romantically interested in. How does that feel? Here is the definition of this characteristic of indifference: an absence of care or sympathy in situations where a reaction is typically expected. So you're putting out your love, sir. You're putting out your emotional capital. You are heavily invested in the pursuit, dating, relationship, or marriage, and you're getting an absence of care, sympathy in return. You're putting out your love and all these wonderful emotions that ladies say that they desire and want, but they're not being reciprocated. That's indifference. What else can we find out about indifference? Insignificance. How does it feel, sir, to feel insignificant in your relationship? Your problems are insignificant to your mate. Your emotional capital, just the way you feel about something that is very, very important to you, you're being shown indifference and that it's insignificant. Treating a matter as unimportant or having little consequence. Her behavior, maybe stepping out on you, triangulation, with the exes. You've played the game before, sir. It's just how the game goes. That is a form of indifference. And here's a few synonyms: apathy, unconcern, detachment. That is a word that is used quite a bit in the relationship conversation, detachment. And she just feels nonchalant around you. But there is a quick definition of the word significance. How can it be used in everyday life? Here's one right here. Uses in context, everyday life. She met his complaints with complete indifference. So how do we alleviate this? How do we get better as men? How do we put up a defense barrier mechanism, for lack of better terms, where indifference, whether it be in the workplace, from colleagues, friends, guys, your clubs, your fraternities, or with your significant other, or just day-to-day interactions with people that you meet along the way? Well, it is called being a Caesar. How do you be a Caesar? To be a Caesar, you must practice Stoicism. I know what you're wondering. What is Stoicism? Well, Stoicism is made famous by the late great Emperor Marcus Aurelius. Actually, if you watch the movie Gladiator, that is Marcus Aurelius that's on his deathbed that's passing the torch. Once again, I'm going to read so you don't have to. Stoicism is an ancient Hellenistic philosophy that serves as a practical guide for self-mastery, resilience, and virtue. It teaches that while you cannot control external events or other people, you have total control over your own actions, judgments, and response to adversity. How many men here in the YouTube sphere are being a guide, champion, or even teaching men about adversity, resilience, wisdom, and judgment? That is $1 million question. Those channels are very few and far in between. Let's look at the core principles of Stoicism that's going to put up that barrier, that defense against indifference, against the need for validation, against the need to control women and others so you can live a much healthier, peaceful life. You cannot put a price tag on peace. There's a lot of commodities out there: gold, platinum, palladium, precious earths, rare earths, minerals. The most expensive and valuable commodity on this planet for a man is peace. Beyond the pink elephant in the room just being alive, that's health is wealth. We know that. But peace is priceless to a man. What are the core principles of Stoicism? Number one, the dichotomy of control. The foundation of Stoicism lies in separating the world into two categories: things that are up to you, your thoughts, actions, and your character, and things that are not: the weather, traffic, her dating and mating wishes, desires, and actions, whether she stays with you or not, whether she agrees with you or not, whether she validates your wins, who you are, or anything or not. So we can't control that or the opinions of others. You can't control the opinions of the group, your best friend, the fraternity, your lodge. You cannot control their opinions. And the past. A great quote from Kylo Ren in The Last Jedi. It wasn't the best Star Wars movie, but it had its moments, and here's one. When Kylo Ren looked at Rey and said, "Let the past die," it's the only way to become what you were meant to be. Stoics focus their energy entirely on the former. And there it is right there. Number two. Let's look at virtue number two. The four cardinal virtues. Stoicism asserts that the ultimate good is in virtuous character, categorized into four pillars. Now, we hear that word virtue and virtuous, and I know a lot of you guys like to go back to Proverbs 31, if I'm not mistaken, from the King James version of the Bible, talking about a virtuous woman. Well, to attract, keep, maintain a relationship with that virtuous woman, first and foremost, you must be that virtuous man. Something to think about. What are the four pillars of virtue? Number one, ladies and gentlemen, wisdom. Navigating complex situations in a logical, informed, and calm manner. A lot of men in your so-called manospheres and your dating gurus, they like to talk about men are logical. They like to talk about men are logical and women are emotional. But is that the truth? Are they showing you logic when they go on a tirade, when they call you broke and, bringing up someone else's content to critique it instead of having their own thoughts, ideas? I think not. But wisdom is navigating complex situations in a logical, informed, and calm manner. Having wisdom is one of the best defenses against someone showing you indifference and psychologically trying to manipulate you. Number two, courage. Courage is all about facing fear, hardship, and daily challenges with integrity. Just because she's being indifferent to you, testing you, do you become fearful that you're going to lose her? Just because she walked out on you with your best friends, are you just going to let that hardship put you in the corner crying, or are you going to look for your inner strength that we all have? And lastly, daily challenges. That could be at work. You're not doing something right if someone is not hating on you, if someone is not challenging you, if someone is not trying to manipulate you to bring you down to their level. It takes courage to look it right in the eye and walk straight through that wall. It takes courage to walk out with your head held high when you have been abused mentally or financially by someone that you love. It takes courage to get up off your ass when you've been knocked down, when the job you was there for 20 years tells you that you're no longer needed. Courage is number 2. Number 3 on our list is justice. What could the Stoics mean by justice? Number 1, treating others fairly. And this YouTube influencer, content creator, do we treat each other fairly? How fair is it to bring my content up and try to nitpick and all these things? And I understand. Let me clear this up. I understand that there's misinformation out there and it should be dissected. But just to gain clicks and views or be in some type of stick my chest out to be a bigger man than you, that's not the Stoic way. It leads to enemies. It leads to more indifference that you will receive. But justice. Justice in the Stoic philosophy is all about treating others fairly and working for the common good of society. If you're African American, you always hear about the community. What is the community doing from a justice standpoint? Let me say that again. What is the said African American black community doing from a justice standpoint of treating people fairly? Does the guy that works the 9 to 5, this makes $15 an hour, trying his best to make it, not stealing, not selling drugs, is he heard like the dope boy that comes through with a mouthful of gold teeth and a new S-Class? Absolutely not. That's not justice. Working for the common good. What is the common good? Common good would be family structure, order, discipline, togetherness. You're not going to find that in any community this day and time, no matter the nationality, no matter the gender, no matter the creed, color, or ethnicity. That's where we are. We live in a world of indifference. Number 3 is justice. Rounding out that list at number 4 is temperance. What is temperance all about? It's about exercising self-control. Sir, the number one thing that we can exercise self-control is our PP. Are you whacking it off all the time? Are you chasing any set of cheeks that you see trying to bust it open? Self-control. How dare you think that you deserve and the universe is going to reward you with this cooperative, air quotes, submissive woman that's loyal to only you if you can't exercise self-control? Temperance is about self-control, moderation, and discipline. Moderation. You like a glass of wine? Do it in moderation. You go out from time to time. That's cool. Moderation. Junk food. I don't recommend it, but moderation. Discipline. Do you have the discipline to work towards your goals? Do you have the discipline to be patient with her when she's filling you out and she's not ready to lay down with you? Do you have the discipline to come back from a setback? Do you have the discipline to keep your mouth shut when all the haters are yakety yakking about you? That's the Stoic way. And finishing up the thought, perception is reality. Stoics believe that events themselves do not cause suffering. Rather, it is our opinion and judgment about those events that cause distress. I do believe that's worth reading one more time. So if you're not paying attention, I'm going to read so you don't have to. Perception is reality. Stoics believe that events themselves do not cause suffering. Rather, it is our opinion and judgment about the events that cause distress, stress, anxiety, pain, suffering. It's not the situation, it's how we react to the situation. It's not the situation, it's what we think about ourselves, what we know, and what we can prove. That is the Stoic philosophy. Now, I know what you're wondering. Walt Diddy, what does that have to do with indifference? Relationships that go sour, whether they're friendships, whether they're work relationships, dating, marriage, indifference puts its nose in our business. When it starts going bad, you can look to indifference that started it. Sometimes indifference is just a test. Sometimes indifference comes from growing apart, and sometimes, most often, indifference comes from the lack of not knowing thyself. The easiest way to deal with indifference, the easiest way to have a healthy relationship, not only with the homies, your lady, your family, friends, colleagues at work, is to practice a Stoic philosophy. All right. Let's go one level deeper, and I'm going to give you absolutely five things that you can do off the strength of Marcus Aurelius that you can apply in your day-to-day life that I do every day. Do I fall short? Absolutely. We all fall short of the glory. But here's five things that you can incorporate in your life that's going to help your relationships, your romantic relationships, and it's going to help your overall well-being to gain the peace that you deserve. Do you not deserve peace? I think you do. Let's back that up, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to see where we are here. We talked about indifference. We just talked about Stoicism, and here are five things that you can do. Number one, this is on controlling your perspective, controlling your mind, your thoughts, what you see, not what people want to manipulate for you to see. And it reads, Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. You will find the strength to take on that task. You will find the strength to walk away from a toxic relationship. You will find the strength to tell her how you feel, and perhaps that is the relationship for you. You will have the strength to get away from things that are ruining your life or causing problems in your life. Marcus Aurelius said, you have the power over your mind, not outside events, not the price of tea in China, not what's going on in Washington, D.C., not what's going on in the conflicts around the world, not what, the price of gas. We don't control that, but we can control our mind. And if we realize this, you will find strength. Number two on what you can incorporate daily. This is on the power of your mindset. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. Napoleon Hill taught us that, and he borrowed a little bit from Marcus Aurelius. The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. Once you absorb so much content, once you're around so much negativity, you will absorb it. It's hypnotic rhythm. Shout out to Napoleon Hill again. It's a universal law. It's the law of usage. We are sponges. We pick up on the emotions, feelings, and actions of others unless you suffer from the dark triad, which is psychopathy, narcissism, and a lack of empathy, but you wouldn't be watching this if you did. So number 2 is the happiness of your life. Your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Number 3 out of 5 is, this is on reaction and grace. If you growed up religious, you know anything about religious doctrine, grace is talked about quite a bit. Let's see what Marcus Aurelius said. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. All right. You've heard the saying, the best revenge is success. It's to be unlike those that hurt you. It's to be unlike the woman that was unfaithful, untrustworthy. It is to be unlike the disloyal friend. But if you follow the other philosophies and you've walked away, you found the strength because you control in your mind, you move on unscathed. Number 3, on reaction and grace, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. He stole from you. Don't steal from others. We don't get what we want in this life. We get what we are. Remember that. Let's go on to number 4. Number 4 on the list that we can do every day from the teachings of Marcus Aurelius Meditations. And this is on what you control. We have controllables and non-controllables. Let's see what the late, great emperor had to say on this one. Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been. A little tricky there. Think about it. Choose not to be harmed. I choose not to be harmed emotionally or physically, and you won't be harmed because we radiate out to the universe what we really desire because we think in secret. Whatever the mind can believe and conceive, the mind can achieve. So if you think negatively that you're going to be harmed and abused in relationships or whatnot, you can write it down, take a picture, it's going to happen. So it's best to choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been harmed. So when someone is trying to cut you down at your knees with a little bit of condescending, underhanded compliments, don't feel harmed, right? Don't feel harmed, and you won't be harmed. When she is playing her games with you, you like her, and she's running you through the hamster wheel, choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been harmed. Stay on your grind, stay on your square, stay on your purpose, move forward in life. And number 5, and this is for anyone that absorbs and seeks out manosphere content. Here's something that they never tell you on taking action every day. This should be number 1, but it is number 5, and it goes like this. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one. You won't hear this in any of your boys' clubs, any of your manosphere content on taking action every day. Waste no more time arguing, right? Waste no more time arguing. Arguing, it's not going to come out of my mouth. Waste no more time to argue. What a man should be one. You don't have time to argue about what a good man is or should be. Just be one. It's that easy. If you're living in your own mind, you know that perception is reality. You're walking through indifference as if it's not even there. You will waste no more time arguing about what a good man is, you will just be one. That one should be number 4. How many times, how many live stream, how many content creators want to put up someone else and compare themselves and down talk them to kind of raise themselves up? I'm telling you, as Marcus Aurelius told us, number 5, on taking action today, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. I just shared with you how to be Caesar. How to be Caesar. How to be Marcus Aurelius by practicing, adopting, putting into action every day a Stoic philosophy. You have no time to be smiling, chit-chatting, and giggling. Life is real. Life is short. Life is now. As Les Brown once said, you're here today, you're gone today. Do not be a victim of indifference. Do not let others, with their underhanded compliments, those that practice the dark triad of psychopathy, narcissism, and lack of empathy, get into the inner walls of your mind. You can only control your own mind. Napoleon Hill said it if you read Think and Grow Rich. The only thing that you have absolute dominion over and the right to control on this planet is your mind, so why not? James Allen said the hardest thing for a man to do is just to think. It is. Thinking takes energy. Thinking takes time. Thinking takes going within thyself. Practice that mirror work. When you look in the mirror, never say anything negative. Tell yourself that you are a good man, and that's what you will be. Tell yourself that you're not going to be offended by the opinions of others. To quote Les Brown again, Les said once upon a time that how somebody else feels about you is none of your business. Unless you ask, it's none of your business if they can't stand you. It's none of your business if they think he think all that. It's none of your business. Your business is to control your controllables and let your non-controllables fall by the wayside. This is the key. This is the key to peace. This is the key to healthy relationships. Stoicism. Refuse to be knocked off your square. Refuse to be let negativity into your mind. Refuse to be controlled or manipulated mentally by others because you can't control others. You will destroy your life trying to control others. You will destroy your life trying to compete, combat, or think you're going to triumph over indifference. It can't be done. You have to control your own mind. You have to control your own thoughts. Remember these 2 things before I end this. Number 1, the cure for indifference in relationships, dating, marriage, social settings, or the workplace is incorporating, adopting, and practicing every day a Stoic philosophy. It worked for millions of men before us. It worked thousands and thousands of years ago, and it will work today. Stoicism, controlling your own mind, knowing that you can't control anything outside of it, is going to make peace more attainable for you. Not arguing about what a good man should be and just be one is going to bring peace closer to your household. And number 2, you've just been on Project Expertise. Well, I'm the project. I just gave you the expertise via Marcus Aurelius and the Stoic philosophy. Try it. Incorporate it in your life slowly, one day at a time, and you will reap a lot of benefits. You know the YouTube etiquette. I know the YouTube etiquette. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and the notification bell just might hit you like the harsh reality that indifference powers this world. You're going to face it, and it's up to you to set a philosophy, standards, and a defense mechanism such as Stoicism, so you can defeat indifference. Hope you enjoyed the content. Until the next time, you've just been on Project Expertise. What more can I say? So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I just gave you a little bit of Stoicism. Shout out to you. Oh, that is a Stoic right there. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate you for stopping by. Y'all check me out on Project Expertise. How to find purpose. It's what you like. That is a challenging thing, but I've been on this Stoic journey for quite a while. Purpose, that is a tough one. Pretty much the Stoics would say is what you enjoy. Right? Maybe your purpose is to be a writer, but purpose and getting money is two different things. I learned that the hard way. Like I like to tell stories. I have a filmmaking background, but I also have to eat. So that's a tough one. That's a tough one. It's inside to you. It's inside of you. Meditation is probably gonna do it. Shout out to the brainy one. That is the sweetest avatar I have seen, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, I'm gonna if you subscribe to this channel, I'll repost if you came back earlier. But this on my main channel, this is not the content where anybody's gonna come back and watch it, but it will be up at Project Expertise. I just kind of multi-stream to give those an opportunity that watch me here on the main channel. But Stoicism, my life has changed. I'll be 50 this year, and thanks to Stoicism, the number one self-control that I've learned is SEXX. Been practicing semen retention for 2.5 years. No longer, I ain't whacking it off. I have not even laid with a woman in 2.5 years, man. It's a beautiful thing, but I had to conquer lust. If you notice the most powerful men with the most money, that's the one thing that they have not conquered, and it's going to pull you down. Far greater men than you and I have been defeated by LUST. Right. So that Stoic philosophy helped me there. But as far as finding purpose, I would guess is what you like to do. What do you have? Whatever that passion is. I don't care if it's playing golf. Maybe you need to be a golf instructor, work at a damn golf course. I don't know, but I would say that. Right. And that could change. We all change. The same things that I was into in my 20s and 30s no longer interest me approaching 50 in July. So that's something to think about. If you keep in time is 1:48 in the a.m. here on the East Coast, the Queen City of Charlotte, North Carolina. And gentlemen, I'm going to pull up a little bit early to start planning a bigger show tomorrow. If you're watching on Project Expertise, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're watching on the main channel, I will post it on the community tab, but it will be deleted off the main channel. So like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell over at Project Expertise. Type in Project Expertise, not Life Expertise. Project Expertise, you will see Walt Diddy. I hope everyone is ready for a great, great Monday. This is going to be your best week of your life because you are more than enough. You are worthy. You are adequate. It's time to think that. It's time to look in the mirror and tell yourself that. And perhaps I've just found my purpose, and it's to motivate others because it motivates me to do so. When I'm saying these things, going over this show tonight, it motivated me. It's a reminder of the philosophy. It's a reminder of how I have achieved beating lust, and it is going to be a lifelong battle to do so. Hope you have a great one. Thank you for stopping by. We're pulling up, but stick around to watch this outro for 2 reasons. Number 1, I made it, and number 2, it may help me on watch time on the main channel so I can monetize it. Who knows these things? I don't.
Y'all the reason we keep pushing. Keep on talking, we like
These
it.
people keep talking about me.